Hey, hello. This is Fred for Metal Ops TV on YouTube and metal-SWE, the French website. And you can subscribe to the channel, I say sometimes. And we go to Stockholm once again. We go to Stockholm after Candlemas, after the Haunted, etc., etc. We go to Stockholm and to Sweden with Katatonia and the one of the two new guitarists. It's Nico, but he's going to introduce himself because some people know you. So please, could you introduce yourself? What's your name and what do you do and what's your musical background?
Hey everybody, I'm Nico Elgstrand. My musical background is, apart from playing, practicing for many, many years, I've been with Entombed for almost 20 years.
Yeah, bass
So
first.
some of
Bass.
you, yeah, on bass, precisely. So
I remember.
then I got a raise and got to play guitar.
Yeah, and after and
And then,
Terra Firma also.
oh yeah, Christ, we're going way back, 30 years ago, more. Yeah, I played bass in a band called Terra Firma in the 90s,
Yeah,
which somebody else asked me in another interview about the 90s, and I was
I,
like, I don't
it's
remember anything. I'm sorry.
pro history. Okay, and but yeah, Entombed first on bass in 2000 from 2004 to 2010. After you change the switch to guitars, and until
Right,
2014, and after Entombed A.D at the end,
right.
2021. Okay. I remember you to interview you at Motoculture French Festival in Britain in
Mm-hmm.
2014 with Entombed A.D and our common friend Lars Goran Petrov. It was an awesome memory for you, for me. I don't know if you remember this, not this interview maybe, but the festival, Motoculture Festival.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, they
With it.
favorite. It's really um fond memories.
Yeah.
That festival. It's really not super big, but really charming and
Yeah.
very French in a nice
Yeah.
way, you know.
Yeah. In
Good
the woods.
food and everybody's really cool and
Yeah.
environment. So yeah, I love that festival. That was great.
It was with Entombed AD. Yes, it's smaller. It's smaller than Hellfest, for example, but it's
Yeah.
bigger. Now it's bigger. Right? It's the second metal festival in France, Motoculture.
Oh,
Uh,
really? So it's been
yeah,
growing. Yeah.
and
Cool.
this
Cool.
year
Cool.
there is Blind Guardian, Dimmu Borgir, Kerry King,
All
Machine
right.
Head,
On.
and
Cool.
Katatonia. It's make my sound listen. Katatonia played at Motoculture Festival 1 or 2 years ago, if I'm right. I was here, but without you. But without you,
Without
and
me. Without me. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So now you are one of the two guitarists of Katatonia, and we are here to speak about the new stuff, Nightmares as extensions of the Waking State. And if I'm right, it is a 14th studio album, if I'm right.
Somebody said 13. I'm horrible at
13.
keeping count, but
Yeah,
it's the almost uh
yeah.
it's more than a
Tu-
dozen.
Yeah, yeah. Alors, so you're right. I have just a bad question for you. Sorry, but I have to ask you because I follow you. I follow Katatonia since very early years.
Right on. Right on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But I have a question. It's simply why Anders Blackheim, Nyström? I know him very well since Diabolical Masquerade and Bewitched.
Right. Right.
What he was a founding member of Katatonia. So why did he left? Did he leave the band? Personal reason or there is
I
artistic
think so. I mean,
difference?
it's funny because we've been like going past one
Yeah,
another
yeah,
on this one. So, and I really I don't want to, ask or interfere. It's none of my business. And yeah, I think he's like, fed with touring or something, but I can't speak for him. So,
yeah.
um,
He's still busy with Bloodbath. He's still busy with
I think
Bloodbath.
so. I think so. But again, I mean, we don't, we just met like once, him and
Okay.
me. So we don't have no
Yeah.
reason to talk to another
Okay.
anyways. You know what I
And
mean? So not
okay.
that I mind, but it's like I don't follow. And I said early on that I don't want to be part because um if somebody wants to sit and moan about it, it's like okay, cool, but
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not really interested. So
Okay. And how were you recruited? You and your new colleague Sebastian Svalland in place of also Roger Öjersson, big guy. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, very tall.
Yeah. How were you recruited? Jonas Renkse called you. Do you want to play in Katatonia in place of Anders? Rhythm guitar.
No. It started off as like I was doing just a session gig with them in Tasmania. So
Oh,
it was like 2 or 3 years ago, and he asked me like, I know this is insane, but do you want to learn 25 songs and then travel for 6 days and then play one show? So I was like, oh, that's a lot of work. But
yeah.
it was it's the
Challenge.
pandemic and all that shit had hit.
Yeah.
So so you do anything. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
cool challenge, and it was
Okay.
we really hit it off personally. And then like a year later, they Anders needed help standing in on a tour, and then I did that, and
Okay.
then he quit. So
Okay. And Sebastian Svalland is the other guitarist. I said he plays in used to play in Hypocrisy and Pain live with Peter
yeah,
Tadgren,
yeah,
if I'm
yeah,
right. Okay.
yeah. No, he's still with Pain, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, then I think Jonas, because I never heard of Sebastian before.
Okay.
Jonas had found him somewhere and just decided for himself that yeah, that's the he's a good guitar player. Let's go with him.
Mm.
And it was
Okay.
a really good choice. He's an amazing dude and really great guitar player. And also, in stark contrast to me, a very quick learner. Me, I'm
Okay.
so he gets it. Like I show him, we share riffs or
Okay.
whatever, and it's like he remembers it.
Because maybe he's younger than you. Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
Okay. It's easy. It's easier to learn something when you are
No, I
younger
know.
than
No, but also even for being, he's not. I mean, he's like what 35, so he's not super young. But no, he is a quick
yeah.
learner by definition. So
Okay.
he gets it quick.
Okay.
It's a good feature.
Okay, yeah, a good couple duet, and you on guitars, and so you play the licks, you play the leads of guitar, or you only rhythm guitars? Because I know in the in the music video of Lilac, or I don't remember if it's temporal. Temporal. We can see. No, it's both. You can. I think you play more rhythm guitars, if I'm right. No,
No, yeah, no. We
both.
basically we took one song each for the playthrough.
Yeah,
So, but
I.
on the album, it's all over the place, and I think Sebastian plays some leads too. But just so happened that on those songs that we did
Mm,
playthroughs for, it was me playing the solo. So then he was like, "Well, if you play the solo, then it's easier that we just cut you in, because
oh,
why should I learn something that I'm not going to play, because those
okay.
were solos like." A guitar player, if you can find the original guitar player who wrote the solo, that's usually the best player for the solo. So
Yeah, that's right.
so if you do it on the album, then
Okay.
keep
Not
doing it.
it's not 50, it's not split 50-50. You
More or less, nobody
oh,
keeps count, and we were just in the studio, you
okay.
try so many things back and
Yeah.
forth. But I would say it's more or less 50-50.
Yeah, okay. And when you arrived in the band, all was composed and written for the lyrics by Jonas Renkse because he's the
Yeah.
boss of the band, or you were involved in the not the recording, the composing process, and especially in the
No,
guitars.
he basically composed the whole thing. He's
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was also, I can imagine, kind of like turbulent. I don't know how he managed to get a whole album together.
And
Um,
when it was already composed 2 years ago?
I don't know. No. I think he's been no, basically he said to the record, we set the date. Okay, so we're gonna have an album out now, and then started
Okay.
working like crazy. So us, any musician, we need a deadline to do anything.
Ah,
If there's not a deadline, so
okay.
we're really lazy people, to be honest. So I
Okay.
think that was he forced himself to get into a complete working mode. So
Okay, so when you arrive, you and Sebastian, you just have to record your guitar parts, and bass. It's by Jonas or by
yeah, no,
Niklas
he's the
Niklasson.
hey, no, Nicholas plays bass, but I mean, it's
Okay.
so basically he makes a really really this time. It was really well done demos. So it was like, okay, and then yeah, we can try to change that. And you try different stuff, but
Mm?
a lot of it was like, if it ain't broken, don't change it.
Oh, okay.
No, it's really has a really cool vision.
Yeah.
And also it was really stressful. But I'm sure in the future we'll write together more. Because
Yeah.
it's always good to have
Yeah.
someone to collaborate with. It gets easier, I think, for everybody. Like with anything, it's easier if you're more than one.
Okay. And so Jonas produced the album, the new stuff, but it was recorded by Lawrence McCrory at
Yeah, no,
NBA.
he did
So
a
excuse me. Yeah,
no, he
excuse me.
sorry.
No, come on. No, come on.
I was just saying that Lawrence was he was really producing it as far as sounds, and he has there's like all kinds different kinds of production, but he is a really humble and nice guy, very easy to work with. So he did a lot of shaping tones together with us and taking command, when he should, and backing off when he shouldn't. So it really really
Okay.
professional.
And your
Excellent.
guitar parts, you record at home, at your home studio. We can see with the Flying
No,
Five
no, no, no,
guitars.
no. It
No, no,
was
no.
I had this. We did it in our rehearsal space.
Okay, okay,
So drums were, excuse me, drums were recorded in a church, kind of like
okay. Oh,
1.5 hour outside of Stockholm, and then we did
okay.
guitars and bass at our rehearsal space.
The City of Glass, maybe? No, studio. The City of
No,
Glass.
no, no,
No,
no.
no, no.
It's no. We just call it HQ, but that's like we all rehearse.
Okay,
And
okay,
today you don't have to, like, when you record guitars, there's no point in going to
okay,
a fancy studio because you go straight into the board.
okay, okay,
So it was really smooth, and he's fantastic to work with. I want to work with him again.
okay.
Lawrence, my
And
man.
okay, yeah, I know him because he produced a lot of things. He mixed, he recorded a lot of stuff. I know his name. I see his name regularly. About the lyrics, I know it's not your part. It's not. It's Jonas' job to write the lyrics. But could you tell me more about the meaning of the title, "Nightmares as Extensions of the Waking State"? Is it a concept album? What are the lyrics deal with
I
here?
mean, I don't. As I said, I think
Yeah.
the title kind of suggests that it's not explainable, if you know what I mean. It's um, a dreamy statement, and it's not to be explained. Whatever you think it means, or whatever it gives you, or if not, I think that's like I'm terrible at explaining it, and even if I could, I wouldn't, because I think it's if you get something out of it and it means something to you, way to go, but it's really like with the cover and the
Yeah.
title, I think for some weird reason it fits really well, so I really like it, but I can't explain, like,
Okay. Doesn't matter.
there is no actual concept as
To,
such.
to sum up, maybe it's better to continue to sleep and not to be awake, because if you are awake, you open the eyes, we can see only bad things in the world
You know?
nowadays on TV.
See, there you go. You got
It,
it.
it remembers me, and especially the cover artwork. It remembers me about a bit the last stuff of Harakiri for the Sky, from the Sky cover artwork about nature and animals in
Right,
the
right. Yeah.
Escape. It's called Scorched Earth, and a bit also Hayao Miyazaki movie Princess Mononoke Princess. I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
you.
great movie. Love that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
It's
and
awesome.
the animals escape from the
Yeah, yeah,
forest, and
yeah. Yeah, I
because
know
you
what you mean. Yeah.
because human beings burn the nature, the landscape,
Yeah.
the world, the
That's a
environment.
really that's a great reference
Yeah,
to Princess Mononoke. Yeah,
of
it's
the 90s, of the 90s.
yeah. No, I love that shit. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Ghibli
okay,
Studios is Ghibli is the shit.
Yeah, yeah. I have so many questions. I wanted to know more generally if you have to change to adapt your playthrough you play on guitars to play on Katatonia before because it's different from Entombed and Entombed A.D. It's a softer sound. And to adapt your way of play and your sound also, you don't play with Boss pedal guitars HM2 here.
No, that definitely. I mean, the biggest difference is change of sound.
Yeah,
playing wise, it's apart from learning the songs and that they're really hard to get under your skin. But other than that, I think the biggest change was to get away from, like, as you said, I used to have like one sound and then I play lead. And then if I wanted to play something clean, I just turned down the volume knob on the guitar. And now it's like, a whole myriad of sounds. But it's lovely. It's so nice to have buttery reverbs and like huge. So I really like the dynamics of Katatonia. It's in many ways much harder to play because there's so many changes. But
very jazzy, very the structures of parts.
You have to be on your toes. But and I love that. It's always nice when it's challenging.
It's a different experience for you as a musician.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
Okay, there is a song called "Wind of No Change," and is it a wink or a link to the famous song of Scorpio song "Wind of Change" of the 90s of 1990?
Well, as far as the title goes, it's the opposite of Winds of Change.
The contrary, Wind of No Change.
But I don't think
Jonas.
It's not obvious. It's not obviously about the Scorpion song, but it's I suppose in many ways you can regard it as an opposite because Winds of Change is really hopeful and Wind of No Change is not very hopeful.
In 1990, it was the end of the wall. The wall was the fall of the wall in Berlin and in Europe. Yeah. Okay, so I know it's complicated, but what are your 3 favorite songs of the new album Nightmares as Extensions? And after, what are your 3 Katatonia songs, but of the old roster that you have to learn? What are those 3 new songs and the old songs?
I think I really like Thrice, the opening cut on the album, and then In the Event of is also a really nice melody.
The end.
Have to say.
Yeah.
And then let me see. I mean, Wind of No Change. I mean, it's really hard to because it's we're a bit partial to because we rehearsed like we played Lilac once.
Lilac.
We rehearsed Temporal and Wind of No Change. So
yeah.
And always when you have a song,
music.
It's less enjoyable to listen to it when you know it, if you know what I mean. So
yeah.
And I kind of forgot the other songs how to play them, so I enjoy them more. I think that After Solan is a really cool song, but it's a really cool album, and I'm still discovering it, even though I've played it. You know what I mean? It's really fascinating. Complex arrangements and like there's nothing for free, so it's I enjoy that a lot. I think I'm excuse me, I'm gonna enjoy it for quite some time.
For me also, I don't have a global vision of the 10 songs. I don't have because I just have the album since 1 week. But you know better than me the songs, but and the structures especially. Sometimes I'm a bit lost. It's more progressive, more direct, and after it's more jazzy. There are orchestrations on the song. For example, Wind of Change, or nice orchestrations and chorus, and Wind of No Change. And sometimes I'm a bit lost. I don't have for the moment. To define this new album, you say maybe it's a more live album, maybe especially in the guitars, or maybe more.
I think so. I mean,
more progressive also.
I think that fits really well in the live environment. That if you have songs that are like going back and forth all over the place dynamically. It's really fun to see and listen to live. So yeah, I have faith. I mean, we just played one Lilac once, but it felt really immediately. It felt really like, oh yeah, okay, cool, this works. So I think it's going to be at least super fun to find out which songs are like the most fun to play.
And what does it mean, Lilac? The single, the song, it's a first name, maybe Lilac? No, what does it mean?
Well, that's up to you. You know, it's like there's been debate on the internet, which is I think is I try not to follow, but you know what it means, and I am of the opinion that it's not my job to ruin this.
Okay.
So whatever. There's like no. They could. I mean, it is a girl's name.
Okay.
It means technically, but if the song is about, you know, that's
okay.
So that question remains unanswered. Sorry.
But it's but it's okay, no problem. But it's a name like a Fred or Nico. It's a first name maybe.
No. Yeah, I think so, but I mean not in Sweden, but. Okay. I'm pretty sure at least somebody suggested that it is a girl's name. So I was like, okay, it's a girl's name.
Okay.
But I don't. Maybe he was. You know, it's the internet, so.
Okay. I will check.
Cool.
And so, what are your three all Katatonia favorite songs that you like maybe to perform live, and you are preparing for the set list of the old roster?
Well, we just learned on I think it was my request, Dead Letters. That's a really cool song to play. And then also Drab Moon is one of my favorite tracks off of Skyward of Stars. So it's really atmospheric, but it's just such a wonderful song. I really like it. I think Old Heart Falls. It's not a new one, but that's one of those songs that's always amazing to play.
Okay.
Because it's just a great song.
But Katatonia nowadays don't play a lot of old stuff. There are no death vocals.
No.
Harsh vocals.
No, I mean he's
it's over.
His throat doesn't really allow that. I think he shot his voice back in the 90s. So no, that's not. Maybe some collaboration with somebody else, but he's not gonna.
Okay. But it can change because Michael Ackerfeld, for example, from Opus, say I will never sing with growls, and now he's back with growls, and he was invited as guest on this this EP, Sounds of Decay, a long time ago.
All right, cool.
Okay, so you are going to tour. So what's the summer festival? I think Katatonia is going to play a lot of summer festivals this year, 2025, but no French dates, but a European tour at the fall in this November, December in Paris, the 10th of December, 2025. But no French summer festivals. Why? There is a Wacken open air, but no Hellfest or Motoculture, not this year.
I don't know, man. That's always. I think it's. It just goes every second year. You're not on, or sometimes 3 years. So But I would have loved to play France, especially Motoculture or Hellfest. You know, get some good food, if not else. You know.
And French wine. I remember
French wine, of course.
With LG, I remember French wine. And the last word, what do you want to add about this new album, and to reassure the fans of Katatonia about this new stuff and your arrival, if they are afraid, what's happening in the Katatonia?
Right.
If they're...
I'm just we're really happy with the album, and I really hope you guys enjoy it too. It's kind of like I know when you lose when there's like your favorite person of a band quits, it sucks, you know, but It's not my fault, so bear with me. And if you're gonna slag me, at least wait a while, okay?
Be indulgent and be open. Be open.
Yeah, exactly, precisely. Be open-minded.
Open ears. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But thank you very much, Nico. I'll let you in
Thank
Stockholm.
you.
Have a good day and thank you very much for this interview. Tack, we say in
And
Swedish.
you. Merci beaucoup.
Bye bye, Nico.
Bye.